wear my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
For Kenyon Drake, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Now Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Darnold completes it, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
To number 84.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A throw complete to Dorsett. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Philip Dorsett. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now it's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
3rd and goal, it's Drake. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And it's 4th and goal at the 3-yard line.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This from 25 yards out. Badgley able to knock this one through. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pass there, complete to Westbrook. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
1st down, New York.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Darnold from the gun. And this one's incomplete.
Darnold
just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jets 3, Jaguars nothing. Braden Mann.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they
under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. K'Lavon Chaisson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll take him down.
Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys can't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, Darnold. And his first look is incomplete.
Darnold.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Darnold. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
To number 81.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First down, New York.
On first down, it's Darnold. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A good pickup there at 22. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Off of play action, Darnold. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. And here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left it no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He's got this one completed to Mims. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
On 1st and goal, Drake. Oh, look at that. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
At the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Darnold. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Now Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20.
Get it happy, Captain.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking deep for Julio. And this throw will be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
First down.
On first down, Drake. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
39-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Jaguars.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make the score 14-0.
For Jacksonville.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for number 81. Incomplete. Chris Harris on the coverage.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Cottrell. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Taken down at the 40.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. He'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Tackle made at the 20.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying...
Darnold, he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Play action. It's Darnold. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Pulled in at the 24. "13 yards the tally on the return there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He'll look to set up his blockers. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. 7 yards the pickup there. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3.
At the 39-yard line.
Running, it's Drake. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
At the 43-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Darnold.
That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the 15.
Give him 32 on the play.
32. 1st down, New York.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Crowder's got it over the middle. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd down.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. To the air again, Darnold. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Matt Judon able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And Badgley missed it. Off to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Julio Jones. As the first half is winding down, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
1st down, Jets.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking long for Westbrook. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now a give right side. Cottrell, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Mosley on the tackle.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's the 2nd and 7. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And Nelson's got it here right side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
To J.J. Nelson. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Darnold to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick it.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
At the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Looking deep for Julio. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class is starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Let's go, defense. Defense. Here we go. Fopo's the Mike. Mike's Fopo. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
On first down, Darnold. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Darnold completes it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That'll put it north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. And it's a first down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Gain of 30.
Give him 30 yards there. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Jaguars 35, Jets 14.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
For 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Kevin King there defensively.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Eluding the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
7-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Probably the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
J.J. Nelson. It's a gain of 6. 1st down.
Darnold on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
11-yard line.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down, Cottrell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Out of the gun now on third down. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason Verrett. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Actually lining up for the extra point.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This is taken way up at the 25. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Oh, yeah, good job, fellas, good job.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this fourth quarter. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And another touchdown, maybe rubbing it in a little here. That post-game handshake between coaches might be tense.
Yeah, I would say it will be a little bit tense, but you have to look at it from the side of the victor. They're in a tight battle. They may need those points in case of a tiebreaker at the end of the year.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to let it flop. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
New York.
A big play there. 46 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
Let's get off the field, D. Max 22, Max 22. Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back at the 10. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return across midfield into the 46. 6-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll run on first down. Cottrell. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
Just